is Ronnie.
Peace.
And this is Soft30. And of course, we have DJ Q Waves and we have D. How y'all doing? Turn up. It's sunny outside, y'all. It's a little it's cold, but it's sunny.
Yeah. I'm saving my turn up for later on. So
what you got going on later?
Nothing much. Naya doesn't see her dad much, so she doesn't see his side of the family much. So when one of his sisters, she was saying that she want to get Naya more and things like that. And I was like, well, let's take baby steps. Like, you guys should come over, get to know her more, and then she can start coming over, things like that. So I told him I would plan a game night, but this was a few months ago, maybe in January or February, but I never planned it. So since her birthday is next week, I was like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and plan a game night for only his side of the family. So her 2 aunts, her grandma, and her 2 siblings are coming. I really don't think anybody else coming. I didn't invite her dad, of course.
Of course.
He stopped getting invited to birthday parties probably when she was about 6. I stopped inviting him because he didn't do anything to pitch in, and he would just show up like, I'm the dad, I'm throwing this party. And I was just like, yeah, no, it doesn't work like that, sir.
But he is the dad.
Huh?
He is the dad.
Well, he should pay half on them goddamn parties.
Planned the party. You didn't do anything as far as this party.
Showed up.
Huh?
He showed up with his dad energy. Let me stop messing with you. Go ahead.
They stopped playing with me. But yeah, so but just because she doesn't see her dad, she can't see his side of the family. When I stopped inviting him to birthday parties, they stopped getting invited by default, but intentional. So I was like, I'll plan something so now you can get to know y'all and stuff like that. So we'll see. I don't think Naya's really into it. I think she just thinks it's going to be awkward. Y'all know she's an introvert, so she doesn't like being around people. So, but I'm gonna do it, and I really hope that it'd be good. I got about 10 games over here. I'm gonna get some pizzas, some wings, some wine coolers, and I just got me a nice matching outfit. So hopefully everything, just runs smooth and be cool. I think it will. So we'll see.
My mom didn't let my little brother see his dad's family.
Really?
Nope.
See, so I mean, if I feel like if Naya feels comfortable enough to go, and I feel like they will make sure that she is safe from anything harmful, I'm gonna let her go. However, she is 14, and I'm not going to try to force a relationship. When I was talking to one of the aunts, she was like, I'm sorry, for not getting her much or being much in her life, blah blah blah. And I was like, we were kids, and the 2 aunts are younger than me, so I couldn't expect them to get the kid on weekends or things like that, or be super active aunts. You know what I'm saying? Like, because we were kids, so. Now that we're older, if they have time, then that's great. But if they don't, that's okay too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's all weird, and I wish it was different, but can't control it. So I don't know. But I am excited about doing it. I think it's going to turn out nice. I really think, I know Naya's gonna be happy to see her sibling. She hasn't seen her sister Sage since she was about 6 months. And she'll be a year in 2 weeks. So yeah, I'm excited for them to get together. And yeah, so anyway, that's pretty much going to be my day today. And then let me get to my week. My week was okay. It was a little annoying because I had this 3-day training that was just a fucking nightmare. Like, super fucking annoying. Right? It was just super annoying.
Did you pass the test at the end?
I believe I did, but I'm not sure. None of us got our results yet. But I do believe I did. But that took up like all of my time. Like I wasn't able to do anything. It was barely breaks during this training, and it was 7 hours per day. So I'm behind on my work and just everything. So I'm just annoyed with it. I do want to do a random ass shout out to Kelsey and Dez because they bought their house this week, and I'm super excited for them. It's not in DC though. They're not from DC, so I guess they don't matter to them. But yeah, so yeah, I'm super excited. So yeah, I just wanted to shout that out. What else happened this week? I feel like nothing really happened. Oh, I had to. I didn't let him go yet, but I think I'm gonna let go one of my overnight people, one of my overnight workers for the cleaning company, because he be blowing me sometimes, and I don't know. I just don't think he's a good fit. I think initially he was, but now it's just like some of the things he says and does. I'm like, yeah, no, it ain't flying over here. So anyway, with that being said, I have been working overnight the last few nights, but still, like, my day be super long. Like, I clean before my full time, then I go to my full time, then I go clean again afterward. And now I'm doing overnight too until I get somebody else in there. So I'm just like tired all the time. And I did start training somebody yesterday. So I think he's going to turn out fine. However, his car is in the shop, and I don't know how long his car is going to be in the shop. So that's a hindrance. Because he's like, oh, I could catch an Uber. Or like, no, I don't want nobody taking an Uber. That's going to be too much money, because after a certain time, Ubers are fucking expensive.
They're expensive all day now.
Oh, they are? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I don't know. But anyway, I'm super excited about my baby turning 15 next week, and we're going to LA, and I'm super excited. We've never been to LA, and it's not like we want to do anything like in specific. I'm just excited to go. I always get excited to
Trying to get the drugs.
Then bringing them home. I don't know if I'm going to eat them or flip them. Who knows? We'll find out once we cross that bridge once we get there. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, I guess that's it, really, for my check-in. I'm trying to think what else. I feel like it was a super long week, but I guess it wasn't. Yeah. So anyway, how was yours, Ryan?
My week was annoying as fuck. I had a training also, a fucking 3-day training. That shit was all day, and it was super fucking annoying. I did learn a lot, so I guess it was good, but I got like ADHD and shit, and I can't focus like for long periods of time. Like I gotta take breaks, like multiple breaks. Like the shit was crazy. But on top of that, I had to walk to work every fucking day because my car was in the shop, and then I got it back. Well, first of all, what I don't understand is, okay, well, y'all listen. So I was stressed out, right? So what I don't understand is why. Okay, so I'm a girl, right? Not saying that girls don't know about cars, because some of them do, but me, I'm the girl that don't, right? So I've been trying to get this car fixed at least, I want to say, a year and a half. Keep buying I need O2 sensors. Keep buying different parts that the engine light still be on, right? So I'm like, what the fuck? So I go to, well, originally when I first was trying to get it, I went to AutoZone, but then the guy who was fixing it was like, oh, you paid too much for the part, I can get it for cheaper, blah blah. I'm like, all right, bet. So I take it back to AutoZone, get the money back, whatever. Mind you, this was like a year and something ago. So then after that, it was still on. So I went to someone else, got another O2 system. Then the light still was on. So I'm like, what the fuck? So then I just stopped worrying about it for a while. Took the car through inspection maybe in November. And then, you know how they check in and all of that stuff. I still need the O2 sensors, the upstream and the downstream. So I'm like, okay, well, what the fuck? So then I'm calling the guy who last fixed it, not answering. Go past his shop. It's not open. So what the fuck? I can't even get the shit fixed because the shop is closed. So I'm like, okay. So then I found another place to take it to, but then they didn't know. They gave me a website to where to get the to order the pieces from, but I still don't know what to get, right? Because all the other O2 sensors I was getting does not fit. It clicks into the car, but it does not fit my car, right? So then I'm like, okay, fuck it, go to somebody else. So then I go
Wait a
to.
minute, wait a minute. How are you not ordering parts for your specific car? You order aftermarket.
I don't know how to do it. I don't know what part was what, whatever. I didn't know, right? So, so the people at the inspection place gave me the codes, right? So I was giving it to the people who should know about the cars and clearly don't fucking know, right? So then I go to the last place I took the car to. I go there. He said he didn't know what the codes was to order the pieces. Fine. Go to AutoZone, order the pieces, come back to the guy. He put it on. Then he put the upstream O2 sensor on, but the other one didn't fit. So I take it back to AutoZone. And the guy like, who gave you these pieces? This isn't for your car. You have a X something something, and this is for the LX something something. So I'm like, what the fuck? So then he like, so you need these pieces. So I'm like, can you print out the pieces that I need? Because they don't have it at this store. So I have to go. I was in closer to my house. So I had to drive all the way to Lanham because they had the pieces, right? So he printed out the pieces. He printed out the paper, the upstream and the downstream sensors that I need, right? Wrote what kind of car I had, the XL, whatever, all that shit. So I take it to the AutoZone in Lanham, right? So then they ordered. This is on Monday. They ordered the pieces. Oh, it's gonna be here on Tuesday. Fine. Tuesday come. They ain't call me or nothing. So then I call. I'm like, hey, y'all had the pieces. They're like, yeah, we got it. So I'm like, all right, cool. Mind you, I don't have a car because they took the piece off my car and my car is still in the shop. So I'm like, okay, so Reese gonna pick up the pieces. She come back with one piece. I'm like, what the fuck? Mind you, I had to pay a whole nother extra $100 and something for the pieces. So then one of the pieces was like $350 by itself. So then so I'm like, no, I need the other piece. So I'm calling them like, hey, y'all gave her only one piece. I ordered two, blah, blah, blah. So they're like, okay, well, which one did you get? I don't know because it's in the house. Can you look through the system? Whatever. So in my head, I think they figured it out, right? So she's like, it's going to be here in the morning. So Thursday morning. So then I go to the place Thursday morning. Y'all, they gave me the same piece that they gave Reese on Tuesday. I'm like, I already got this piece. And then they're like, oh, well, this is the only one that you have. No, this is not the only one that I have because I paid a lot of money for both of these pieces. So I'm in there going off, y'all. I gave them the receipt and everything. They still talking about I didn't pay $350 for this fucking O2 sensor. So I'm going to fuck crazy, right? And then my mom like, calm down because it's not that serious. And I'm trying to be calm. I'm trying to be at peace. But they got me fucked up.
Wait a minute. Well, you gave them the receipt and they say you don't have, like, I don't understand.
That's my point, D. I'm like, you don't know how to fucking read. I gotta call the manager and I'm new here. Just because you're new here don't mean that you can't fucking read. And say right there on that receipt that I paid for this goddamn paper. I mean for this part. So then he on the phone with the manager. The manager talking about I ain't paid for the piece. All this shit. So then he like, oh, it says right here on the receipt that she did pay for it. I don't know why it's not in the system. Fix that shit. So then they had to order the piece. They said, well, it's not going to be here till Friday evening. So you want me to go more about that? I got to pay a storage fee for them to have in my car all motherfucking week. And then you talking about y'all not going to have it till the end of the day on Friday, which means that I can't get the car fixed till like Saturday. So then I'm like, you know what? Just order the piece because y'all the only ones that seem to have the right piece that I need. Then I had to pay another fucking $40. So I'm like pissed at this point. I'm just like, fuck it, order the shit so I can go. So then I took the other piece that they already had to the guy so he can fix it. So then he like, well, I can just order the O2 sensor. I can probably get it for cheaper. You said, sir, that you did not know what piece to order. Now you telling me after I went through all of this shit that you can order the O2 sensor and it'll be cheaper? He's like, well, just go get your money back. So I go back, trying to get the money back. Then the guy who fixed the car said he found the piece that was $160 something, right? So I'm like, okay, cool. You got the piece that's cheaper. I'm gonna go here. Hey, y'all give my money back, whatever. Then he called and say the car ready. I go get the car. Why the engine light come back on? Because he ain't got the right fucking piece. I'm just too fucking through. The car cannot pass inspection because the engine light is still on because you did not get the right O2 sensor. So now I got to fucking call. The shit came back on yesterday. So I need to call them and be like, hey, you didn't put the right O2 sensor on. I'm tired of going through this shit. Mm-hmm. And then the car is not, it's not like it's a broke down piece of car, so I can just like fuck it and get another one because it's a good car.
Mm-hmm. Did they get is the shop that you're working on? Do they give you any type of guarantee for that work? Because you got to go to another shop if they put a sensor on and it's breaking right then. You need to talk to them and say, all right, look, if I'm gonna get work down here, how long do you guarantee your work? Because that shit shouldn't come. It's been less than 30 days, right?
Yes, this happened when I got it Thursday.
Yeah,
and I don't. They just not getting the right piece. They probably just ordering an O2 sensor for a 2010 Honda. You have to order the right LX whatever for my car. Like if you need to use the VIN number or whatever number you need to use, like, and that's what I'm saying when I call him because I don't even know what he put in. Mm-hmm. I'm just this shit is stressful, and I'm just fucking over it. If I knew how to do it, I would just do this shit myself. I would just do it. Maybe I should go on YouTube.
You got to make sure. I make sure that if I take my car to the shop, I use the pieces they buy. Because sometimes if you bring your own pieces and then it doesn't work, then they'll be like, oh, well, you bring the pieces, so you must have got a bad piece, or something like that. So it's different when they have the pieces because you can hold them accountable. However, when you took it to the shop and he said, I don't know what piece to get, you probably should have took it to a different shop. Sometimes
that was like the third one though. So I'm like, what the fuck?
Then you got to keep going because look, it's still a hassle. You still don't have the right thing. It's still not fixed. So sometimes going to different shops to make sure that you get the right person is essential.
Maybe see if you can find a shop that specializes in, those cars, those foreign domestic cars or whatever they're called.
Okay, I'm gonna look into this shit, but I've been dealing with this for a long time, man. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I'm just tired.
Yeah, you want to have that. You want to have that. Those every letter on your car, it means it's different. When it's the LSI, whatever, it means the engine might be different. All the parts are different. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna call them when I finish, or probably go past there.
You want that nice car? That's what it comes with.
Yeah, but I wasn't thinking that at first. I was like, it's so cute. That's what I was thinking about when I first.
Say, don't people want these nice cars? They never think about the maintenance. They be like, oh, I can afford to make the payment. You can't afford to buy gas, motherfucker. You can't afford to buy premium.
Yo, shit crazy.
89 in these cars.
But hopefully, I'll get it situated quick. And yes. So I mean, aside from that, I've been doing a lot of other trainings for the spa and stuff, and trying to stay focused and positive with my ADHD. Is it a cure for this?
Were you diagnosed with ADHD?
I just no.
I told you need. Well,
what do you do to see if you got ADHD?
I think you can talk to your primary and they may send you to a specialist.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna see because I don't be focused.
Or you could they may be able to prescribe you something. They give you some Adderall or something.
I think that's but sometimes the medicine can make you drowsy or something like that.
Yeah. I gotta go to my doctor on Monday. I'll ask about that.
Maybe just go to a therapist.
Yes, that would be perfect, but I ain't ready yet.
Look, not ready yet. Not ready. Yeah, not ready yet. You got to do the work.
Not ready yet. Not ready yet. But we'll see. It's funny because my coworker, he's like, "Did you make your appointment yet?" I swear he asks me that shit every day, and I'm like, "I thank you for being worried about me or whatever, but I'll get there when I get there. Hopefully this week.
Okay.
I'll do it. Maybe." But so today I'm gonna go on that little date that's supposed to go on last Sunday that I didn't go to, but I'm gonna go because she asked me again. So fuck it.
Don't she have a girl or something?
A wife.
Oh, okay.
Listen. I didn't go, but then she asked
Side chick
again. So shit.
Saturdays.
Side chick Saturdays. I'm with it.
And your girlfriend is you still with your girlfriend?
Yes, I'm gonna let her know. And I didn't tell her already because I don't know if I was going to go for sure. We're supposed to go at 2:00, so I'll see around 1:30 if I'm gonna go, and I'm like, hey, baby, I'm gonna go out on this date.
Cause
if you don't go, come past my house.
The thing with your girlfriend was because y'all could date other men, but y'all wasn't supposed to date other women, right?
I'm not dating. I'm not dating.
Going on a date? What you talking about? You're not dating?
But it's for fun.
Oh my God.
Then it's maybe not a date. I don't know.
She just
it's
said
a
it
friendship.
Was a
That's my friend. We go on a friend date.
Okay. All right. Do your thing.
Yeah. But so yeah. Anyway, that's really all for my little weekend stuff. Not nothing exciting. Oh, I'm still ignoring Hood Bay. I seen him yesterday and I ran in the house.
You can wave.
Why are you ignoring him?
Because I don't want to talk to him. If I talk to him, then that's gonna make me like, I can still, fuck him.
Over, baby.
But no. So I'll just avoid him and I'll just not talk to him. And then, yes. I'm going back to my
abstinence.
Well, I want to say that, but then no, because I'm still mess with my girlfriend.
Abstinence against guys? Is that a thing?
I guess.
Definitely a thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Chicks be tripping. They have fucked a bum nigga, but the guy that I just don't get it. I know I've asked this question so many times. You just fuck the bum person, but then the person you like, you make them do extra shit.
Nah. That isn't true.
So a guy you wouldn't take serious, but you're attracted to, you wouldn't just have sex with him, aka Hood Bay. But a guy
I like Hood Bay, and we could possibly be together, but that's not. I think
how could y'all
because
be together and you call him Hood Bay? Make it make sense.
I call him that because that's what my friends know him as. They don't know his name. They made that name up, so I was calling him that.
Why did they make that name up?
Because when I was talking about different guys that I was having conversation with, it was like, "Oh, which one is that? Which one is that?" So they started naming who is who. So they gave them names.
And why did he get that name?
Because he live around my way. I live in the hood.
Okay.
But I could see myself being with him, but I don't. I think because
Hey Reese, hey, your face describes how most of the world's probably thinking about it. Like, what are you talking about?
Why are you making that face, Reese?
What do you mean that you could see yourself being with him? That sounds crazy.
I could.
And brother,
but he don't have no type of ambition.
He do,
but he's not doing anything to support it.
Look at her defending her man. Bro, I don't know you. I just know what she told me about you.
But all I'm saying
I'm
is,
not
like,
defending
you know,
him, but
he
listen,
is kind of like the broke guy with as far as not having ambition. He talks about what he want to do. You gave him information on how he can do certain things, and he never, you know, tried to go for it. That means you can have no, you can't have ambition, because the people that have ambition goes after their dreams. So what he is doing is just dreaming or saying what he wants. Is like, oh yeah, I would do this, but then he's not going to do anything to take that step toward doing this.
Yeah, people
right.
people call it have dreams and call it ambition, but to really have
It's just a
ambition,
dream.
you gotta put a plan together. You gotta set benchmarks. You gotta set time, dates, and shit. You gotta put like course of action and all that. Motherfuckers like, I want to be a doctor someday. Okay, you start studying. You go into school. You pick your colleges out. Nah. But one day I'm like, okay, good luck with that.
I agree with y'all 100%. And I had this conversation with him. So when I was saying that, I can see myself being with him, and I'm saying, but, and I'm trying to explain. And then that's why I asked you, but you were saying what I was trying to get the words out to say.
He was like, you ready to smoke and fuck yet? He was like, all right, you ready to smoke and fuck? Is that what he said? That's what y'all did. What y'all do after that conversation?
We wasn't even fucking at that point.
Oh, but y'all fucked after that, right?
No. That we had this conversation like a year before we even fucked.
A year after having that conversation, nothing changed, but then you fucking
stuff did change. So when we first had the conversation, he didn't have a job or anything.
Okay.
Then he had got a job, then he got a car and all of that.
Turn up.
He is a lot of things that I don't like, as far as like his living situation and things like that. And I don't feel like, and then he did quit after a while. Like it's certain shit that I just don't like, and that he just needs to work on. But if he was to get that stuff together and be more of a go-getter for things that he want, then I can really be with him.
And he's pursuing you in a romantic relationship, committed way.
We didn't talk about relationship, so I don't know. And I also told him that, see, y'all are all in the business, but I told him that in the beginning, I told him that I wanted somebody else. Like I told him what the situation was. I told him how I felt, and that originally, like why I wasn't like open to like being with him or even being with him sexually is because I wanted someone else, and I was telling him everything about it. But anyway, so I don't know if he wants to be with me. We didn't talk about it like since then.
Right. Listen. My point is, you talking about you can see yourself being with him. Does he see himself being with you? Is he moving in accordance to a person that is pursuing a relationship with you? Or does he seem very happy with the arrangement that y'all currently have? And if he's like, look, well, what we gonna do? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to blah blah blah, or he just come through. You know what I'm saying?
No, because he don't even try to have sex. It'd be me. But I think he do be like, he tried to be more and try to spend more time and try to do stuff, and I'm just like, no, because I feel like I have got hurt twice from men, and I don't want to do it again. So a part of me have like this wall up, and it's like I'm not about to let another man close. Oh. Like I want you, but then I don't. Like come close, but don't move. No move. Like stay over there.
Yeah, but I think with him, I would definitely say don't open up that door. But I think in general, to open up that door again, I mean, it's life. People get hurt. You know, relationships don't. But relationships don't work out all the time. It just is what it is.
It's not a good feeling.
But you would get hurt too if you, let's say you kept things going with Hood Bay and then Hood Bay got married. You would still get hurt. You wouldn't be as hurt as if y'all was in a relationship and broke up, but you would still nonetheless be hurt.
I'm just saying, like, I don't. from what you're telling me, it's not like he's pursuing a romantic relationship with you. So it's not like if he was to all of a sudden to get and attain all of the characteristics that you're looking for, that he's gonna be like, you know what, now that I got all this stuff that you wouldn't deal with, now I'm gonna be with you. Because I think once a man amasses those things, he's like, well, I got all these new options.
I mean, yeah, and that's fine. He can do what he want to do. I feel like I am not in a position to be with anyone new because of past things.
You definitely need to go get some therapy because it shouldn't be something that happened in your past that's preventing you
I
from.
I don't trust people. That's first. And I just don't want to let my guard down or let anyone close to my heart because, like I said, two people broke it, and I don't want to do it again. So yeah, I don't know. But yeah, so I ain't talking to Hubei. So that was the whole thing to this. But let's move on. So yesterday, me and Reese was having a conversation, right? And we was talking about, oh, I forgot to give you that game. But we was talking about, y'all know the game right, left, center. So it for those who don't know, right, left, center is you gotta have like $3, and then you have 3 dice, and you gotta it's a group of people in a circle, and you roll the dice, and then if it land on right, you gotta pass the dollar to the right. If it land on left, you gotta pass the dollar to the left. If it landed on C, you gotta pass the dollar in the middle. And whoever have the $1 or money at the end, like the last person to have the money, win all the money, right? So we were talking about, was it appropriate to play that game at how 14 or 15?
15.
A 15-year-old party, birthday party. And I think it is appropriate. Is kind of gambling, but it's a fun game. I just think that
it's only a couple dollars.
Yeah.
I still didn't hear what he said.
It's only a couple dollars.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. And it's something fun to do. And then the last person, especially if it's all kids, like the last person, win all the money. They can go and buy candy or clothes or whatever teenagers buy. I would probably at 15 buy some clothes.
I like playing with 10s or 20s.
I never did that. I would probably be mad as hell if I lose.
Things that make you go, I would probably play with 5s. On a good day, I might play with 10s, but I ain't never playing with no 20s.
It's just 15. If you're playing with 5, you're just putting up 15. If you're playing with 10, you're just playing 30.
I do 10s.
You go to
the
casino,
10s and 5s, but I refuse to do 20s and 50s.
I don't really gamble at the casino though, because I don't like losing. I'm a sore loser, especially when I'm losing my money. I'm like, dang, I could have bought something else with this shit.
That's true too.
Yeah, the last few times I went to the casino, I was not lucky. So I don't know if I'm going to be continuing to go back because I've just been losing money. So I don't know how I feel about it. But anyway, I had asked Ronnie that because, I'm having the game night and I was like, oh, I like left, right, center. And Naya likes it. Should we play it? But I'm also like, we really don't know her family members that's coming. And I really don't care what the hell they think of me. That's for sure. However, I don't want them to think that I may be letting her gamble in a sense.
So you do care?
I care if it's something that somebody can call CPS for. And I don't know if that's one of those things that you can call CPS for.
Okay. I don't think so, but...
You don't think so? Yeah, see, I don't know, because I'm like, is it gambling? That's just like, how some people let kids have apple cider or not apple cider, but cider at a party
Hard
and
cider.
stuff,
Hard
giving
cider.
the impression that they are drinking champagne. You
Mm-hmm.
know, so
Oh,
it's
sparkling
like,
cider.
huh?
That's sparkling cider.
Oh yeah, whatever the the non-alcoholic cider, whatever that's called.
Mm-hmm.
So that but that's giving their kids the impression that, hey, I am drinking what the adults drink, and when I get older, I'm gonna be doing this shit all the time. So I don't want to give that impression that the same way about her in this left, right, center thing. I don't want her to feel like I'm letting her gamble, and when she get older, like she is a gambler, and it's I don't know.
I don't know. I think that you're thinking like too deep.
Okay.
Like just stay at the surface, because I don't think it's that serious. Like it's $3, and if they got something to say, fuck them.
See, again, I don't care what they have to say. I care if it's something that they can use against me with CPS. That's what I care about.
But
I really don't care what they actually
even if they was to call CPS, I don't think anything would happen, because what, you taking care of her? It ain't like she's neglected. It ain't like she's out here going to the casinos, or she out
or
on the
that
street
I'm out here at the casinos every weekend or something like that. Like that don't happen. I might go once a month.
Yeah, there's no case. It's no case at all. So yeah, fuck them. Love them. But my next topic was on the was about birthday parties and drinking and stuff. But before I get to that, because you said how they have like the kids drinking the hard ciders and stuff like that. How do y'all feel about that? Because I seen like last weekend, this guy, he had got his daughter a party bus, and it was her and her friends on there, whatever. And of course, he was drinking like his regular stuff, but they had like little cider bottles and popping them, pouring them out, spraying them, all of that. Like, and they had their little glass. Like she was holding it. She had like how I would be with my glass and my champagne glass, drinking out my glass and partying, right? So I'm like, they was doing all of that. Like, how do y'all feel about that?
I don't know. I'm on the fence. I don't know. A part of me is like, let them live. So what? It's literally them just having fun. And the other part is like, they just practice it for when they get older, and it's kind of scary. Mm-hmm. But they can also be party animals without seeing their parents doing it, or without going through that. We're a party. Well, I ain't that much of a party animal, but you're a party animal. You're more of a party animal than anybody else in the family. We didn't watch mom and dad growing up partying. I had the most tattoos and piercings. I didn't watch my mom and dad, with the tattoos and piercings. So, I feel like kids are ultimately going to grow up and do what they want.
Technically, you remember, well, I don't know if you remember, because I don't remember the parties, but I remember seeing pictures when moms and them used to have them lingerie parties and shit back in the day. I seen the pictures. That's where I got that from.
I remember from the pictures. I do not remember from her being like, I'm going out tonight, I'll be back. Or a babysitter is coming over. I don't remember it from any of that, So I don't know. But like I said, part of me is like, let the kids live. We already in a pandemic. So what? Get them a party bus and let them. Now, I wouldn't have a pole in there. You know what I'm saying? But would I get Naya a party bus for her and her friends? Probably. Drive them around. Take them to, I don't know, the harbor or the Baltimore harbor, whatever like that. Let them listen to some music. They can't drive. And I don't want to drive them. So
I mean, I would do a party bus too. I would do a party bus too. I don't when I seen the video, I felt the way, and I was like, oh, I don't know if that's appropriate. And I mean, I don't know, because it is cider, right? So it's like, it's not like they are really drinking, but I still felt like my heart felt like something. So I don't know if I would like allow my kid to do it. But I do remember, I forget where. Oh shit, that wasn't with kids. That was when Chavez was pregnant. Okay, I take it back. Because I was about to say, I remember buying some cider, but that was for Chavez. So never mind.
But yeah, so I'm just like I don't know how I feel about those things. I honestly would have to cross those bridges once I got there. I think it's all depending on the child and the parent. You know your kids in certain things. Like I know Naya, right? And I know her friends, and I know, their parents. So I'm like, if I got them a party bus, they all probably sit around on their phones most of the time. They're gonna sit around and talk and stuff like that. But for the most part, they're gonna be chilling because her and most of her friends are introverts. So they don't really care for too many things, right? So they probably ain't gonna want no extra people on the bus or, none of that stuff. So I'm like, I don't know. I really don't know how to feel or think about it. I think, and then also, especially when it comes to other people doing it, if I ain't paying for the fucking party and taking care of your kid, I don't give a fuck what you do with your kid. I'm really going off of my kid. But like what you do with your kid is your business. I don't give a damn because I ain't paying for it. But with mine is just like I don't know.
How y'all feel about it, guys? The ciders and shaking the bottles and pouring them out and shit. First of all, I hate when people. Hold on, guys, before y'all answer. I hate when people be wasting champagne. That's some good liquor or any kind of liquor. Why y'all pulling it out? Wasting it. That shit be expensive.
Don't ever pull out liquor when I die. Drink it.
You gotta period. There, homie.
No.
Pour a shot for your dead homies.
Shot it into your mouth.
Swallow it.
Toilet, and then it'll bless the ground, okay?
Yes. Like, be shaking the bottles and especially the damn Moet bottles. Them shits is like $60, $80 something. Like, and then you just wasting the whole fucking bottle for spraying it.
Absolutely not. Maybe if you find a $2 champagne or something, go ahead and waste it. But for the most part,
liquor wasted.
We don't waste no liquors around here. And this is coming from a person that hardly ever drinks. Like, no.
Please don't waste the liquor, please. Anyways, y'all, how y'all feel about y'all guys? How y'all feel about the cider with the kids
or the party bus?
It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Have fun. You training children how. You're not raising children. You're raising adults. At 15, they need to learn. At 16 and stuff, they need to learn how to handle these experiences in a controlled environment. You know what I mean? Like, because it's gonna soon most likely be thrust upon them, where it won't be any parental supervision. So they need to learn the proper etiquette and decorum of how to handle themselves in those situations. So yeah, they come to the party.
Well said.
I was gonna say that. That makes a lot of sense.
I don't know how to snap.
A whole lot.
Yeah.
What do you think, you?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
And if they're in a situation where they are being chaperoned, you do need to be mindful of how you are acting, and because they are watching. So if you just take 100 shots and get fucked up in the corner, people will try to imitate that if you are a role model to those people. So just be mindful of the actions, but you're not raising children, you're raising adults. I don't know. I think that's the main problem. People keep treating kids like kids for everything until they turn 18. They're like, all right, now you got to do all this stuff. And they're not prepared for it. So you have to prepare them in it.
Okay, y'all. So this is still along the parties and the kids and stuff, right? So I seen a post, right? And it was a kid birthday party. And they had drinks at the kid birthday party. They had a whole bar, right? And the person who was having the party was like, hey, y'all keep talking about how I had drinks at the party or whatever, but one thing about me, I'm a drink, whatever. I'm gonna have me a drink. And I fucking feel her. I don't care what kind of party it is. If you want to drink, have a fucking drink. If you drink at a regular function, social, parks, wherever the fuck you drink at, what's the difference from drinking at a fucking kid birthday party? Every kid birthday party that I have been to, they have had drinks for adults. Every single one. And half the time when it's a 1-year-old, it's an adult party and not a kid party. And first of all, I don't understand why people have parties for 1-year-old, because they're not gonna remember.
Such a waste
and
of
they're
money.
Gonna cry the whole time and then go to sleep.
Yeah, it's a waste of money. I learned that the hard way with Naya. I don't think really kids should have birthday parties till they about 3, honestly. But anyway, to answer your question, I was gonna get some wine coolers for today's event, and it's for a kid, it's for Naya. But I'm like, I want to drink something that's not gonna get me tipsy, but also I want to drink. So yeah. I think alcohol at a kid's party is fine. Matter of fact, every party I've went to for a kid does not have alcohol. But I remember my very first time going to a kid birthday party was it was a little bit before I had Naya. I may have been pregnant. And I went with my sister Rain to one of her, she's working at daycare at the time, and one of her parents invited her to the kid birthday party. And a bunch of white folks. Beer was everywhere. Wine was everywhere. Liquor was everywhere. They offered me some and I was not even 21. Like, so, but I don't think they knew how old I were. I think they just assumed that I was around Lorraine's age and she was, 20 or 21 at the time. And so, and I thought that was weird at first. I'm like, why they got the drinks at the kid party? But then I was looking around like, it ain't many kids here, especially once when the kid, like you said, 1, 2, sometimes 3. Sometimes it don't be a lot of kids in those age range that that have, people that have those kids to come. So that's what I'm saying. Like when the kids get older and they start going to school and stuff, then you can start inviting the classmates over and stuff. More people that can come to the parties. But before then, you're right. It's mainly adults. So why not have drinks? Have drinks for the adults and things like that. So yeah, I would absolutely have drinks for adults.
Yeah, my answer is
at my
where the drinks at.
Right, at my bonus kids birthday party last month, we was drinking. Everybody was drinking. All the adults was drinking. It was like, drink. Why not? We here, and kids parties are stressful. Kids sometimes are everywhere. They're crying, they're whining, they're
screaming,
mad.
running.
Somebody won a game that they wanted to win. It's stressful. Kids get on my everlasting nerves. I really don't know how I worked in daycare for 10 years because they are nuts. Beautiful beings, but they nuts.
Yeah, I realized I'm never, ever, 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 ever having kids, y'all. On what day was that? Thursday night. Listen, I done had I had 2 teenagers. I had a 1-year-old and 2 fucking puppies. That damn 1-year-old stayed up all fucking night crying. This ain't even about the party and the drinkers, but when I tell you I needed a drink and some other shit, some strong shit, because this baby did not go to sleep. Cried the whole night. Don't do it. Don't have kids.
Girl, it's like, part now that I is getting older, part of me is like, I probably would love to have another child. But then when I get around babies and I'm like, shit, nah, first of all, Naya's too old. Secondly, I don't know if I want to go through that crying stage again. Like, pop out talking. Communication is key, baby. But, so what about y'all? Have y'all been to birthday parties that had alcohol?
For kids?
Yeah, for kids.
I don't think so.
Yeah, before. Yeah, it happens.
It's been a couple times where I snuck a flask. What's it called? A flask? Is that that's what it's called? I've snuck those in a couple kids' birthday parties.
Look, I see those in everywhere. Restaurants,
and then I get some juice and then pour my shot right on in that juice. Listen, I don't have no cut cards. If I got to be around the kid, and that's gonna be acting crazy for the next
Sneak
few
that flash
hours.
and move does everything. The flash go everywhere. Okay.
Hello.
Be in the restaurant, they like, where you get that drink from? My purse.
And yeah, the other day, me and Kiki had went to it was happy hour when we was out trying to find food. So we had got some drinks to go from a place and then snuck them into another restaurant. And I know, and then we ordered more drinks. So I know they probably was like, how the fuck that cup keep getting filled? I know it was they filled it because we was like drinking our drink and then poured the drink and girl. Shit was funny.
Okay. But what was your topic?
Okay, so my topic, and it'll probably be a fairly quick topic, but so I was talking to someone and we were kind of disagreeing on this subject. So she is very spiritual and she's like, we were talking about the vaccination and she's like, people can say they believe in a higher being, any kind of higher being, Buddha, Jesus, Muslim, I don't know. If they believe in any kind of higher being, they wouldn't get the vaccination because how can you believe in a higher being and then still get this vaccination? It doesn't make sense. So we kind of got into it. And y'all know I really don't like to talk religion much with people, whether they spiritual or religious. So anyway, she's like, yeah, so she's saying that. And I'm like, well, aren't you supposed to meet your higher being, your creator halfway? So if you can't just sit around and be like, all right, Lord, I'm going to this party tonight. Please don't let me catch COVID. And then you go in there and dance your ass off and mad the next day that you got COVID because you done prayed for it not to happen. You got to meet halfway. So if they're halfway, it's getting the vaccination or staying home from that party, or whatever. Then that's what they're doing to meet them halfway. You can't pray for, Lord, please let me find a job. Please, I really need a job. And you think that you can't go apply for the job, you got to meet halfway, which is going to go apply for the job, right? Mm-hmm. I don't know. It just didn't make sense to me. You can't say, Lord, please let me find a house, but don't go look for it. So, I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm just looking at it. Obviously, I'm looking at it different from what she was looking at it from. But I just did not get the point of view. You can't just ask the universe for stuff. And like even when you ask in the universe for stuff and when you're manifesting for things, you still have to work for it. Like it doesn't just fall in your lap. Sometimes, yes, things absolutely can fall in your lap. But sometimes, absolutely no. This shit will not just fall into your lap. When I caught COVID, I was praying to the universe, like, please don't let me die from this COVID. But guess what I did? I started drinking my vitamin C's. I started doing things to make my immune system boost up. I wasn't just laying around in the bed like, please don't let me die from the COVID. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, you gotta meet your being halfway. I don't think that the people that are getting the vaccinations don't believe in a higher power. It just doesn't make sense to me. So I don't know. I just wanted to talk about it on here to see what y'all thought. Maybe I'm tripping.
No, I agree with you, Reese. If you want to prevent something, you do have to, do your part, right? So, I mean, I personally don't want to get the vaccine. So I do pray every day, like, oh, Lord, please help me. Or when I get a little tingly in my throat or something, I'd be like, oh, Lord, please help this not be the COVID. Or, whatever. Or if I'm even going out, I'm like, oh, Lord, please keep me safe, even though I probably shouldn't be going out or I probably shouldn't be drinking and driving or whatever. I still pray about that. And I still do it.
I mean, I don't know. I like I said, I had to disagree with her. And when I say we got into it, it was not an argument getting into it. It was just like, no, I don't see your point of view type of thing. So we ended up just agreeing to disagree. But I've always been a firm believer that you can't just be like, you can't just pray for something. You can't just manifest.
You gotta take steps toward it.
You have to take steps toward it. I've been praying to be wealthy for a really long time. I'm taking the steps to get toward it because I know the money not gonna just fall in my lap. And if it does, I'll be very,
I
very
hope
grateful.
so. Please.
I'm
Give
telling
it
you,
to me,
I'll be
Lord.
so ever grateful. But, you know, I know that the reality of it is I have to work for it.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it's the realist in me that's like, no, I don't see your point of view. I don't know. What y'all think, guys?
I don't see her point of view or the person's. Was it a her?
Yeah, it was a her.
Yeah, I don't see her point of view because you do have to make steps. Like that's obvious. Like you have to put in some kind of work to get to what you asking for, what you want, the direction you're trying to go.
Right.
Oh.
Like I can't wake up every morning and be like, Lord, please let me wake up with brown hair tomorrow. I got to dye the hair. Like right. You have to be halfway.
You can wake up with gray hair.
I mean, I believe in modern medicine, but for this particular vaccine, for me personally, you know, I'm just gonna let them figure out what they're doing first. We've already had a recall, so I'm gonna let them figure out what they're doing. I'm gonna get it eventually. When it becomes necessary for me to move or do something, I'm gonna get it. But I mean, yeah, I let them work on it a little bit more.
Yeah, I'm with you. I really don't believe in vaccines. But I will get it eventually if after they do more testing, after we know it's okay for people that have had COVID to get it already. Like it's just so many factors of things that I'm just like, I need to make sure everything is okay first. Cause I would be the goddamn person that fuck around and get sick off of it or something. No, I don't want to be that person.
Yeah, me either. I'm definitely waiting. Kudos to everybody that's getting it. You know, I'm not knocking nobody for making your decision. Is your body and it's your life. So do what you want to do. Like yesterday, my aunt was going crazy because she had got her second shot, called the ambulance and everything. Thought she was fitting to be passed out dead. It was crazy. But then she wanted somebody to stay with her. Then she ended up not going to the hospital. Because when they came and I wish I didn't know that, you know, you can call the ambulance and they will come to your house and, you know, give you all kinds of checks and shit and then don't take you. You know, I thought that they was coming and just taking you.
Yeah. Because I remember one time I asked them, I don't know what the hell they came for, and I asked them not to take, and they was like, no, once we come, it's a wrap.
They had to take you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
so I don't know if the rules changed or what.
And I said maybe it changed because of COVID or whatever. But they came, they checked her out, they said everything was normal, and they asked her if she wanted to go. She said no, and they left. But she didn't want to stay by herself last night, so her daughter stayed for a while. My mom went and whatever. So it was no phone calls throughout the night. So I'm guessing, or till now, so I'm guessing everything is fine. You know, she was just freaking out. And I seen when I was leaving out, I seen my cousin her son going to check on her. So yeah, she fine. She was freaking out from the shot. But yeah, so do you know, everybody do your thing. Eventually, I will when it comes to like me traveling, because I do want to, you know, travel to like, you know, islands and shit like that. Yeah. And then I will probably have
that's the only reason I'm gonna think about getting it, because I want to go places.
Right. But then I don't even think I'm gonna be able to travel within this year because I'm trying to get a house. So we'll see.
Oh my goodness, I forgot to say this, y'all. I got a consultation for my tits in 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks, and I'm probably gonna get them in May instead of October. I have not decided. I'm gonna wait till my consultation and see. But and then I'm gonna read my handbook to make sure that I can take sick leave or you know, what kind of leave I can take. Yeah.
That's great.
Get them titters.
I'm nervous and excited.
Why you say it's crazy, Q?
Because usually girls be wanting breast reductions. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't
That's
know.
because they have huge tits. I don't have huge tits. I'm flat chested. Okay, they're flat.
What size you getting?
I'm going to get the smallest that I can actually get. And I believe the smallest I can get is like a middle-sized B or something like that. Right now, and I'm like a negative A. Like, I literally stopped wearing bras because I kept on having to buy them
negative A.
section
I don't think that's the
Target. It's not a thing, but you get what I'm saying. Like, I'm the smallest size A. Literally, I don't want it.
Oh, that is funny as shit.
And I'm not getting them big. I won't look stupid. I'm not getting them that big. I'm getting the water-based one, so it's more safer. And I did find a woman Black doctor here in DC, and I'm super excited about that because most of the doctors I've been finding are men and they're not of African descent. So even though I believe this woman is mixed, she ain't fully Black, but nevertheless, she is Black. So, beggars can't be choosers. I said I prefer a woman doctor or a Black doctor just because, I'm paying all that money and I'm like, I'd rather support a Black or woman doctor. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see how everything goes, but I'm really excited to see how the consultation goes.
Get them churchers.
Girl. We'll see.
I forgot. I don't know how I forgot in my check-in, but I had set up my station, y'all, in the apartment instead of like waiting for the spa. I got an area where I got my lash table up and everything set up and got my licenses and stuff on the wall looking all cute and shit. Yeah. I honestly set it up because I had so many lash appointments this week and I didn't want to keep taking up and putting down the table. So I just like fixed everything up and put the stuff together. I still got some stuff to put up though. It ain't all the way together yet. So yeah, it's just going to be curious. And I finally got all of my stuff in for the micro shading eyebrows. And I'm going to get 3 models. I'm not going to do you, Reese. Sorry.
Yeah, I think my eyebrows are hella thick, and I'm just really afraid to.
I like your eyebrows, I really do. But the reason is because you're not supposed to do people that get keloids unless they have a written consent because you're not about to sue me. But yeah, so everything's gonna be set up. Hopefully this week. I need to get some cute little containers and shit so I can separate all my stuff, and it's gonna be great. And I'm gonna get my little models for the brows.
I'm super excited for you. I'm super excited in general. Yeah,
my yesterday my cousin was like, so how much you gonna charge? Like 100 or something? I'm like, oh no, baby, it's $499, baby. No, unless you wanted my 3 models, I'm gonna give you a discount. But this shit ain't no cheap. I paid $2,000 for this license. Fuck that. Tripping.
Well, maybe you could do a launch sale for $399, but $499 is standard.
Yeah, and that's the lowest price. It goes up. Okay, so yes, I'm excited. Make that money. Don't let that money make you.
Hey.
Anyway, we finished.
Yeah, we're done because my phone is like yelling at me because it's dying, and I just don't understand because it was fully charged when we started.
Oh, is it hot? You know how your phone be going. Anyway, let's go. We check it. Yeah, we checking out. Y'all make sure y'all go like, subscribe, share, comments, and dance with me because they don't be dancing with me.
Oh yeah, please dance with her. Sometimes I just can't. Yeah, but yeah. Anyway, so yeah, peace, love, and positivity. This is episode 178, and we will see you guys next time.
We out.